When God's first got pluses, what's going on, everyone? It's midnight. Newton here.
So looking at it, bro, we gotta go ahead and get it at least 10,000.
Then he goes out on the balcony. Does some push-ups. I guess meditating. Writing something in a journal.
So we're gonna be serious about the Lord's business.
I think that's the Bible right there. Now, I've seen a wave of people putting fucking ice in a bowl and then putting. See, this is a skin, right? To maintain elasticity, prevent aging, get rid of wrinkles. And you guys are saying that's a $50 bottle of water? I didn't even know that. That's crazy, bro. Right. So I've been seeing a lot of people doing this shit. And then getting ready for the gym. Bro is getting dressed like how girls get dressed before they go to the gym, man. Making it a whole mission. Making sure they fit and wearing jewelry and shit. Bro, going to the gym with a Rolex is wild. It is not comfortable working out in a Rolex, and I can tell you guys from experience, it's fucking terrible. It is fucking terrible, bro. So, goes to the gym. Goes to the gym.
What's going on, Christian?
Eats a banana. And then he puts the peel on his face. Puts his face in the water again.
So looking at it, bro, we gotta go ahead and get.
Before he goes on, it looks like he's doing some kind of Zoom call or some shit like that. Which, you know, it's kind of funny. You don't hear him talk until then, and then you're like, oh man, this guy's that feminine voice.
Get it at least 10,000.
This girl probably his mate or his chick. Like, look. And then, some of these comments are funny, bro. Extremely gay, this guy sucks all the cocks. What's up with men wearing women's jewelry these days? Yeah, because this is, I forget what the fuck the name is. Fresh and this shit. Chad, come on. You know me, I don't fuck care about jewelry or whatever, but I forget what the hell the name is. 4 a.m. twerk session. What got me is how it took him 1 whole minute to walk outside. See, I knew niggas were gonna be analyzing this shit. Right? Watch on in the shower not getting talked on enough. Right? The pools actually full of Saratoga water. So said this looks gay. Tyrone, are you okay? Worse than the meeting. Your body explained to us how you blew the budget. Yeah. Bro locked in before the meeting. You know, so it's just like funny shit, bro. Yo, this meme always gets me fucking dead, bro. The Pepe, man. And then some nigga put this, the build-up was the same for this voice. Like, yo, bro, niggas just making fun of him, bro. But, like, look. Starts and stops reading the same minute. Great stuff. Oh, man. Shit is funny, bro. Niggas just kind of making fun of him in the comments. But, like, look. Right.
Which is fun.
Someone had a funny ass comment. I don't know where it went. Someone put this nigga bullshit, and it got like 200K likes or some shit like that. It was hilarious, bro. But the point I'm trying to make here, guys, right? So, look. Remember how I told you guys that the internet is filled with like success porn, right? Like people showing you guys like unrealistic shit. This is an example of that, right? Now, let's go back in time. The year's roughly 2013, 2014. Vine is starting to get very popular. Instagram is a thing. People are still using Facebook, but it's on its way kind of getting old, right? And Instagram is kind of being the switch over. People are on YouTube, but not necessarily, right, as big as they are now. And the 2010s, guys, made it where you could, the ability to make money on the internet as an influencer became real in the 2010s, right? Prior to 2010, if you said you were an influencer, I mean, hell, even up until 2013, 2014, 2015, if you said you were an influencer, people would laugh at you, right? I don't even think Instagram had video yet at this point, right? And they put the video in to combat Vine, as a matter of fact. I think right around 2013, 2014,
We are audio and video recording this route.
This is the new 2017 Chevy Cruze. I'm only going to show you half of this car and ask you your initial opinions about it.
Right? Became popular first on Vine, then switched on over to Instagram, and then obviously YouTube, right? And the 2010s made it where
Great
people
question.
were able to actually earn a living and do social media.
Food delivery is better per mile.
Okay, it was still
Ride
frowned
share
upon.
is
It was still
better
like,
per
what the
hour.
hell? Like, what are you talking about making money on YouTube or social media? But it started to become real at that point, and we saw a transition of young people, where young people, when asked what they wanted to do for a living, Gen Zers, by
Absolutely.
the way,
Appreciate
it went from being
Appreciate
doctor,
that.
astronaut, lawyer,
Yeah, DoorDash is good per
you know,
mile.
cop, firefighter,
So like right now,
nurse.
because
It
my
went
accounts
from
are on
that
hold,
to I want to be an influencer.
and just going through
right?
the legal process.
And
If you haven't
this
been
guy, I
watching
think,
my
if I'm not
channel,
mistaken, is like in his mid-20s, so this guy's a Zoomer, right?
but yeah, we just
He
do
was born in,
FedEx
like, the
by
year
day
2000,
and
more
DoorDash
than
by
likely,
night.
right around 2000. And
What's going on, Matus?
I would say my generation, which I'm a
All's well,
millennial, I was
thank
born
you.
in 1990, we were like the last generation.
Yeah, we got done
where
with FedEx
we
pretty
were pushed
early
to go
because
to
there was
college,
just a
we were pushed to get a regular job, we
few
were
large
pushed to,
orders,
like,
and that was it.
be a real adult, right? But the generations after me, they kind of make fun of it. Oh yeah, I'm adulting. Oh yeah, I'm going to be an influencer. Oh yeah, they were able to basically kind of skirt responsibility to a degree, right? And these younger guys, these Gen Zers, they grew up with the iPhone, They grew up with smartphones. They grew up going to school and being able to utilize a smartphone while they're in class. When I was in school, guys, we had Razors, Nokias, right? Anybody
From
here
the
that was born in
United States.
1990 or earlier, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, we had the fucking flip phones. We didn't have the access to cell phones that could literally Google information and get you anything you needed to get, let alone being able to record videos on it. Right? The ability to be able to record yourself on a cell phone is a relatively new thing, guys. Don't forget about that. Like, I mean, obviously we've had it now for a while, but people forget 20 years ago, we didn't have this type of technology in the palm of your hands. And I say all that to say this. We saw a shift, a huge generational shift of young people wanting to become entrepreneur influencers, okay? And with that need and with that want, with that shift, you started to see the rise of the online guru, right? You started to see the rise of people trying to promote, oh, you could be an influencer. Oh, you can just buy my course. I'll teach you how to have a laptop lifestyle. I'll teach you how to be an entrepreneur. Like, you don't have to work a 9 to 5, live this lifestyle, right? Have a nice high rise in a major city in the United States and work from your laptop and then, go to the gym when you feel like it and live this really awesome life. And this is actually what I fight against quite a bit. For all of you guys that are aware, you guys call into the show. A lot of you guys say, hey, Myron, I want to be an entrepreneur, Myron, I want to do social media, whatever. What do I always tell you guys? I tell you guys, look, it's not for everybody. It's not easy. And the market's oversaturated. So get a job, get a skill, and if you want to do it on the side, and then see how it goes before you segue into it. Because I'm not going to be one of these guys that's telling you, I got a course, just go ahead and be an influencer, I'll teach you how, right? Which, by the way, we're probably going to make something for you guys where I'm going to teach you guys how to make an online podcast course. But because we've been getting this asked that a lot. But the point is I'm never going to tell you guys quit your day job. I'm going to tell you guys every single time, get a skill, get a regular job. There's nothing wrong with a 9 to 5, right? And this is one of the beauties, right? And one of the things that I really, I thank God that I had the ability to do, which I worked in the professional world first, okay? For those that don't know, Specialized in Homeland Security Investigations, right? For 7 years. I worked for the agency for 10. So I understand what it's like to have a regular job, the grind, 9 to 5, etc. And there's nothing wrong with it. Despite the fact that a lot of these influencers sit there and try to sell you a dream of you can have this laptop lifestyle, you can travel and work and make all this money, it's not real for a majority of people. It simply isn't. Okay? But thanks to the the ease of the internet, the ease of technology, the ease of smartphones, etc., everyone now can become an influencer. And we've really seen this explode since 2020. When the pandemic happened, a lot of people lost their jobs, a lot of people lost their income, a lot of people lost sources of revenue. And what ended up happening was a lot of people took their regular job and moved online, or they started to make content online. Even us, right? We even started doing our podcast in 2020 while we still had our real jobs. And the reason why this was so popular is that in 2020, people were stuck in their homes, so they started consuming way more Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, etc. TikTok exploded during this period of time, right? So it was a really good time to get your foot in as an influencer, right? So, it became very popular. So this gave rise to a lot of the influencers you see now. If you guys look, a lot of popular streamers, a lot of popular influencers, whatever it may be, especially on the short form content like you guys see here now on Instagram, whatever, they haven't been on that long. You know what I mean? They kind of just blew up, and it's because of the recent explosion on the like of short content. So it started with Vine, then it went to Instagram, now it's being held by TikTok. The reason why this content is so popular and why it went viral is because deep down, Everyone wants to live a lifestyle like this guy. Despite people hating on the comments, despite people talking shit about him, despite people saying that he's a metro or gay or whatever it may be, at the end of the day, this guy lives an awesome life. Let's just call a spade a spade. He has some money. He lives in a high-rise. He's going to the gym. He's working a low manual labor job from a computer, making a lot of money, clearly. Rolexes and, you know, expensive bracelets, right? Though metrosexual and sus to some, this is what a lot of people want. So that's why this is blown up, right? The fact that he does something a bit ostentatious makes it even more controversial. But the reality is, everyone wants to have a life like this to some degree, right? So a lot of people are going to hate on him. Now, my thing with this is I would call this is the exact success porn that I'm talking about. When I tell you guys, don't quit your day job, when I tell you guys, get a skill set, when I tell you guys, don't leave your regular job for a social media job until you're making 1.5 to 2 times as much, it's a combat videos precisely like this. Okay? And that's why I kind of want to talk about this, because videos like this is what makes people think or say, oh, I want to have this laptop lifestyle. Oh, I want to be an influencer. Oh, I want to do X, Y, Z. The ostentatious behavior, right, from this guy in this video perfectly symbolizes what people in his age group wish and aspire to have. They don't want 9 to 5s anymore. They want to be able to wake up early or do what they want to do, go to the gym, work their, you know, entrepreneurial job from a computer, make a whole bunch of money, and then go about their day. That's what they want. But the reality is most people are not going to be able to do this. So when I tell you guys, yo, this is not for everybody, don't fall for the bullshit you see on the internet, videos like this is precisely what I'm talking about. Look, this guy, young guy, obviously killing it, I'm not going to be here to hate. Yes, it is funny that he's, you know, drinking $50 bottles of water and, you know, wearing jewelry in the gym. I do think that's strange, but that's fine. Do your thing. There's nothing wrong with self-care. You guys know me. I tell you guys all the time, I did a hair transplant. I got my teeth straightened. I got my teeth whitened. I go to the gym all the time, right? You know, obviously I don't have like a more refined skincare routine because I've always had pretty decent skin, right? Because I just drink a lot of water and don't do drugs and do dumb shit. But regardless, like, it's cool that he does the self-care. Maybe it's to a whole other level. But the point here is that, yes, you can watch this video and have inspiration. It may be make you inspired, but the reality is most people are not going to be able to do this. But why is content like this popular? Content like this is popular because despite people talking shit in the comments and saying they hate this guy, that he's gay or he's metro or insulting him, this is something that a lot of people wish and aspire to have. It really is. And you know, some of you guys can get this lifestyle. I'm not saying y'all can't. But I don't want you guys to quit your day job, right, or give up a good career thinking that this is going to be the way. Because a lot of times when they do this shit, right, they're trying to make you think that you could do this too. And if I'm not mistaken, this guy's like a fitness coach or some shit like that. I think he teaches people how to do fitness businesses. Right, so he has an incentive to show this lifestyle. Oh, look at the freedom I enjoy. Oh, look at what I can do. You could do this too. Right? So, yeah, like I said before.
You call a person that can't.
Thank God that I had a regular job before this shit. Because I still remember what it's like to, you know, go to the store and be like, oh, I don't got money for this, I'm gonna put it back. I still remember what it's like to go to the grocery store and buy food. I remember what it's like to be on a budget. I remember what it's like to, you know, be like, damn, I can't pay this credit card off right now. I gotta wait another week or whatever. Like, I remember that, guys. Like, I've only been on social media for 4 to 5 years, but I had a regular job way before that. So the beauty is that, like, I'm still able to identify with you guys. Right? I still know what it's like to not be rich. I still remember it vividly in my brain. It's burned in my head. I grew up in a poor household. Like, we didn't have money. Right? And then when I became an adult, I didn't really start making 6 figures until I was about 25-ish, 26-ish. So from there, I was like kind of just like living paycheck to paycheck. That's why I've always been very low maintenance, because I just like learned to do that from saving money, right? Not spending like an idiot. I've just kind of maintained that mindset, look at stuff like this. I'm able to look at success porn like this and tell y'all this ain't the way for most y'all. It simply isn't. I'm not trying to destroy anyone's dreams, but I can tell you guys that this ain't the way. Now, this guy right here, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think he's had a real job before. I think he was like a college football player, and then he went right into social media, which there's nothing wrong with that. But the problem where, you know, you become an influencer in your 20s and you become successful, you just don't identify with you don't identify with normal people, bro. Like, a lot of these streamers, like, are completely unaware of how the real world works, unfortunately. Right? And that's one of the big differences between me and other guys. Where I know what it's like, guys, to have a regular job and fucking grind every day, Monday through Friday. You know? And hell, I like my old job. You guys know that. You guys know I really enjoyed my old career. You know, I'm not one of these guys like, oh, I hate my job. Oh. Like, nah, I loved it, man. Fuck. I'll go back. I mean, there's a couple of you guys asked me, like, if they called me and said, hey, Martin, we need you to come back to HSI in a leadership position, you know, would you do it? I would do it. I'll take the pay cut and I'll go back. So yeah, man. But yeah, long story short is this. Summary is this, guys. Shout out to this guy. I ain't no hater, right? Guy's in great shape, killing it, successful. But I want you guys, when you're watching this stuff, to watch it with a little bit of discernment and understand what he's trying to do here. He's trying to sell a lifestyle that most people simply are not going to be able to have. And he's doing it in a very ostentatious manner. This is a very flamboyant video with this shit. And I've seen a bunch of these guys do videos like this. They're, you know, putting this and getting dressed in some metrosexual fashion and, you know, doing all this extra pretty boy shit. So, yeah. All right. What do y'all think? Give me ones in the chat if you guys agree. Give me twos if you disagree. I'd love to hear you guys' opinions in the comments. You guys agree, disagree? What do you guys think? One of you guys agree with me, two of you guys disagree, and then tell me two why you don't. Don't get into the cave lock though. Myron, would you go back and work for Mossad? You said I'm zesty too. I don't know, I'm zesty. Bro, I wear the same clothes every day, man. Dude said FedEx fearless type dudes. Agree wholeheartedly? Yeah. Yeah, I ain't gonna come on here and hate on this nigga, bro. He's obviously killing it. But this is definitely the success point I tell you guys to watch out for. This right here, this video is literally the definition. When I tell y'all to watch out for that success point on the internet, this is it right here. It's a troll. Somebody sent me a letter? What the hell? What did you guys, this nigga got sued for this video? Nah, bro. He didn't get sued for this shit. What? Yeah, I didn't want to say the building. I knew that was the building he was at. He's right next to me. What? Okay, so chat, let me tell you guys what I see here. Cover Zone sent me a picture of what seems to be a letter complaining on March 13th. A civil action summit and complaint for residential eviction and specific performance with a day and hour service endorsement there on Ashton Hall. What the hell? Niggas served them with a thing? Okay, that's weird. Okay, that's crazy. Can someone confirm that for me? It's a cease and desist? Yeah, because I'm only seeing a part of the letter. Bro, the audio for me is low. I'm not trolling. Delicio Cruz. Nigga, you guys are trolling here, man. All right. If anybody on here has Mo and IG, someone better tell us to put those bananas and water bottles back on the shelves. Okay. We got here from Shit and Bricks. Yo, Myron, can you explain more about this whole Trump and federal contractors with segregation? I keep hearing this with the 1965 Act. Can you break it down? I haven't heard of it, but I could look into it. Myron, it's all cap. See the document in Discord about the guy getting evicted from his apartment? Okay, I'll take a look. Here's your $1 today, Myron. You're welcome. Vid is fake. Black people can't swim. This nigga, bro. Hey, Myron, any plans for when you're in the UK? To be for real, the Lewis documentary should be good from what I've seen. He doesn't do hit pieces. Yeah, I mean, look, bro. Look. We filmed a bunch of content. I think it's going to be good. I know some people are worried, saying that they're going to do a hit piece on me. But, look. The reality is, guys, I'm considered very controversial. I'm very divisive, according to a lot of people. So niggas are going to get mad no matter what, bro. I think us getting out on a Netflix documentary is going to be good overall. All right, did you see about this? When will it end? TJ Alley? Yeah, I heard about this AUSA that got killed. If I got time, I'll talk about it today. Is that true that Gary the J tells you who you can and can't bring on the show? No, that's not true at all. Not true whatsoever. Well, my friend said that they've been hearing and seeing through the media that green card holders and other immigrants have been getting flagged on foreign and domestic flights and being sent to deportation camps detention. Is that true or just more left-wing propaganda? The only time that I saw that happen is because a doctor, went to a funeral of Hassan Nasrallah when she came back to the United States, and they cut her green card. Because Hassan Nasrallah was the leader of Hezbollah, which is a designated terrorist organization. Freshest dog? Deadliest mass shooting in America? Okay. I don't know what that link is for. Mark, can you review this video? Seems like there was a huge cover-up in the Vegas shooting. Yeah, I will cover that. I know what you're talking. I know the documentary you're talking about. Yeah, man, a couple streams ago, someone suggested to add a smoke detector sound to the soundboard. But you said for what? Black people never change the battery, so it's always beeping in their house. You could use it similar to the monkeys. Okay, that's a really insider thing. Let's see here. Yo, I have a question about immigration. Oh, no, read that one. Okay. Did you see that an Israeli tank hit a UN building in Gaza and killed 1 and injured 6 people? I guess they don't care anymore at all. Bro, they never do, man. Niggas are crazy. Not sure if it's true. Check it out. Okay, so apparently the guy that shot this video, they're trying to evict him. I wonder for what, though. Yo, send me that link, bro. Comfort Zone, do me a favor. Drop the link in the super chat, bro. Or in Council Club. Just send like $1 and just send it in so I can like copy and paste the link and look at it. I'll pull it up on air. Yeah, so chat, guys in my Council Club, shout out to Council Club, by the way. They're sending me a picture Apparently there's an open case with this guy getting evicted. But bro, keep in mind, guys, that you could be getting they could evict you for anything, bro. They could try to evict you for anything. It doesn't even have to be with you not paying rent. But I will say the building that he's at is overpriced as fuck. Oh yeah, give me the link, bro. And I will just super chat it in for $1, and I'll copy and paste and I'll take a look at it. Let me see here. It was before the video posted? Okay. Yeah, I see that. Let me look here. I'll pull this up for you guys right now. Let me see here. So shout out to the Castle Club guys for tracking us down. Okay, so let's see. So let's see. So someone actually goes ahead and searches this shit. They use a DuckDuckGo, bro. Okay, court records, search. Okay. Civil court. All right. Standard search. Silent Sky LLC. Okay. So it says here. Okay, so parties, Ashton Hall. This was on March 1st. Receipt. Here, you know what? Let me just go ahead and fuck it. My bad. It says here, receipt, amount paid, allocation quantity unit 21, summons fee. What the fuck? County filing fee. See, this is the only problem. It's fucking hard to read this shit sometimes. You know what, man? Fuck this shit. Let's get ourselves, niggas. What is this? You got this from, what website did this nigga go to? Clerk of the court. Miami-Dade clerk. Let's go ahead and do this shit ourselves, bro. Give me 1 sec, niggas. Bruh. How'd he do it again? Did he do standard search? All right. Right here. Hold on. So it goes there. How the fuck did it? You know what? Let me just go ahead and put it. Bruh. This is the problem with these state websites, man. They're always fucking garbage. All right. It was, all right, let's just put, I think that's the dude's name. Yes, I'm not a robot. Bruh. Civil family probate courts online system. Yeah, I'm just gonna get into K-Flock shit. This shit pissing me off now. bro. All right, let's just we'll do it by the LLC then. What's the name of this LLC again? Silent Sky LLC. Okay. All right. What the fuck? So it looks like there's a bunch of Silent Skies here. Yeah, it is Silent Sky LLC, right? Bruh. Whatever, man. Shit annoying. I wonder why though. I wonder why they're trying to evict him though. I don't know if he didn't pay rent or something else. Because guys, they can evict you for anything, bro. Honestly. And they're making jokes saying that it's Brickle Flatiron. Yep, I know where that is. But is it because non-payment? Like, why are they trying to evict him? Interesting. All right. Click the first link on Google, Myron. This one? All right. We'll try this one more time, ninjas. Was it Silent Sky? Or some shit like that? All right, so yeah, this is it right here, it looks like, I think. So, okay. Brickle Flatiron Condominium Association, Inc. versus Silent Sky LLC et al. Attorney information, Lindsay F. Thurwell. Defendant, Ashton Hall. Total of dockets. Okay, so... Okay, so Lindsay F. Thurwell, 201. Comment, allocation code, quantity, unit amount, summons issue fee, $10, summons, blah, 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 tender. Okay, these are some court fees. Filing, 20-day summons issued, electronic summons. So they've been going on for a minute. So since February 21st, it looks like. Okay. This civil cover sheet and information contained in it neither replace nor supplement the filing and service of pleadings and other documents required by law, blah, blah, blah. Okay, amount of claim. Please indicate the estimated amount of the claim, rounded to the nearest dollar. The estimated amount of the claim is requested for data collection, the amount of the claim. Okay. So he owes them somewhere between $8,000 to $30,000. Interesting. Okay, evictions, residential evictions. Remedy sought, monetary, non-monetary declaration or injunctive relief. Is this case a class action lawsuit? No. Is jury trial demanding a complaint? No. Does the case involve allegations? No. I swear that the information I provided in this cover sheet is accurate to the best of my knowledge. Okay, so here's the lawyer. Thurswell Lehrer. Oh yeah, that last name, you already know what time it is. Damn. So, he owes somewhere between $8,000 to $30,000 to these niggas. And then here's the complaint. Let's look at this. Okay, the plaintiff, Brickle Flatiron Condominium Association, blah, blah, blah. Hereby sues defendant Silent Sky owner in Ashton Hall. So why are they suing? Let's see here. The association is the entity responsible for the management and operation of Black Iron, blah, blah, blah. Okay, tenant resides at the property located and is otherwise sui juris. I'm assuming that means that he's subject to their rules. Okay, so this is all figuring out. This is getting the jurisdiction. All right, now let's go into the factual background. All right, on or about May 17, 2024, owner or tenant entered a 12-month residential lease for tenants' use and occupancy of the property in accordance with the governing documents. A copy of the lease is appended here to Exhibit A. The material condition of the lease is the tenant's adherence to the associate's declaration, bylaws, articles of incorporation, rules and regulations, blah, blah, blah. Sometime after tenant took possession of the property and or some acting through the tenant breached the association's security system and properly cloned a key fob providing access to the common elements and condominium of the property. Okay, so they don't like that he basically made multiple key fobs for his unit. Okay. Upon learning of the improper conduct and security violation on October 1st, 2024, the association placed tenant and owner on written notice of the same and advising that the association was exercising its right to terminate the lease in accordance with the governing documents. Okay, when tenant did not move out the property and owner did not take any action against tenant to ensure compliance with the first notice, the association, pursuant to the governing documents, issued a 7-day termination notice on February 3rd, 2025. A true and correct copy of the second notice is appended here too. Despite receipt of the demand, tenant has refused to move out the property and owner has refused to force the tenant's compliance. Interesting. Tenant and owner are liable for the payment of all association's attorney fees pursuant to, okay. Interesting. So they're bent out of shape because he copied a fob. He copied a fob. Okay, under the governing documents, blah, blah, blah. The association has no adequate remedy at law. Okay. Action for eviction. The plaintiff repeats and reaffirms the allegations set forth in the paragraph. Despite service and delivery termination notices upon tenant and owner, tenant has failed and refused to transfer legal possession of the property to owner in accordance with the thing. Okay. Interesting. Exhibit A. So this is the lease that he signed. Damn, nigga paying $15K a month? Bruh. The amount of each installment of rent plus taxes, $15,250 a month. That's wild. And he put, so he did a security deposit of $15,250 and then advance rent the amount of $30,000. So he put, yeah, he's all in like $50K. So yeah, here's the lease, basically. And this was May 8th that he signed this. I mean, this is all public info, but what the fuck? Bruh. Exhibit B. All right, this is deposit. Exhibit C. Yeah, this shit's all right, bro. To me, it looks like it seems to me like they're butthurt over him making a copy of a fob. It doesn't look like he, like it's rent. I think, that's what it seems to be. He made a copy of a fob. Well, he must have done something else too, man, because that's kind of crazy just to go after him to evict him for a fucking fob. Making a copy. And for those that are wondering, so in Miami, a lot of these buildings, you get like a fob that you can use your elevator to get up and down and maybe to get into your unit. He made a copy. He probably gave it to a girlfriend or some shit, or a colleague, and they found out about that shit. But yeah, how does he owe them $30K though? Maybe he hasn't been paying them rent. He said, fuck y'all niggas, I'm not paying rent. I don't know. But that's what they're pissed off about. You guys look right here. This seems to be what they're mad about. Tenant or someone acting by or through the tenant breached the association security system. And that's what they're pissed off about. And then the owner did not take any action against the tenant. So the owner don't give a fuck. So what I think, guys, is he's paying his rent, but they're mad about this fob shit. That's probably what they're mad about, because the owner's not trying to get him out. So that tells me that he's probably paying rent to the owner. But the association is pissed off. So that's what it is, chat. And I ain't gonna lie to you guys. Like, the reason why I knew this is why I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, is because these buildings in Brickell are really annoying, bro. Like, you guys know, the last building I was at, they didn't want to extend my lease because our debate on them boys. I kid you not, guys. So remember when we had Nick on and he debated Destiny? We had 100,000 watching live. The dudes that own the building that I used to live at, guess where they're from? Niggas got mad as hell and didn't want to extend the lease after that. So they can really tell you for anything, like, nah, we're not gonna, you know what I mean? We're not gonna extend. So to me, it looks like he was paying his rent, but they don't like the fact that he cloned his fob, and they're using that to go after him, which is kind of like, that's kind of minor, bro. Like, that's wild. I mean, he must have like said fuck y'all niggas or some shit like that. Because normally that's something that you could solve at a very low level. I'm shocked that they're actually like going through a whole eviction process for something so fucking small, bro. Like, I'm actually surprised. So he must have got into beef with them and told them, I'm not listening to y'all, fuck you guys, I pay my rent, I'm not doing nothing. And that's probably what I think happened here. So, yeah. That's what I think this is. But yeah, the building, like, could get rid of you for anything, bro. This is why being a tenant, like, that's why I own my shit, bro. I own it. Niggas can't tell me nothing, bro. I own my shit now. Renting, you're subject to a whole bunch of bullshit, bro. And these associations in Miami, guys, they're predatory. If you want to live in Miami, a lot of these buildings have associations and they charge you out the woozah, bro. Out the woozah. Like an association in Miami will easily charge you $800 to $2,000 a month just in HOA fees, chat. Just in
Like
HOA fees. You're gonna be paying like $1 to $2K a month on top of your mortgage or your rent. Well, if you're renting, then you don't pay that HOA. But if you own it, you're paying that HOA. So, yeah, I think what the front office like go suck a dick or some shit. And why they're fighting him. But honestly, it's gonna be really, if he's paying his rent, it's gonna be really hard for them to get him out. I'll tell you that, especially since he's on lease. So I don't think they'll be able to do anything. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. I think he's paying his rent. I think they're just mad about this pop shit, and he's probably telling them like, fuck y'all, because I'm not. Because if he wasn't paying rent, it's way easier for them to go after him. But I think the fact that he's still in the unit and he's been having this dispute since fucking October, and they haven't gotten him out yet, tells me that he's paying his rent. And they can't really do much. Because if you got someone under lease and they're paying you rent, it's really hard to get them out, chat. It's really hard. So, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the little synopsis on real estate. But anyway, we just went into a whole other fucking tangent there. Okay, so now
Gotta continue cleaning this second bedroom.
Brandon Lee says he's J-Phil, maybe. We talked about his recent video. This guy's fixing him once he's Asian wrestle. Yeah. can't even imagine. Right? And him and his son were really close because they ran this YouTube channel together.
This isn't the only case. It's been tough, but I will tell you this: you guys have just been amazing. People are sending me books. People are sending me cards down my ass. Read every one of them.
And kudos to her and keep going even though it was so hard. But he's going on and remembering this stuff because it's someone who wanted to stop.
By the way, if you go to CLRResearch.com, we're going to have these new hats. What do you think? We're going to do regular snapback stop /slushing hats, courtesy of our good loyal guy Nick, who's a buddy of Michael's. And we got Robert Henry behind the camera right now. So, you know what? Like in Drake's case, Drake is fucking badass. Drake has got a lot of money, and he doesn't live on the street. But some of these guys are on the street, and they're going pop, 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 pop. So it's not art. It's really they're reporting. The live view from Pearl City, here it is, pop, 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 which is basically what they're doing. And I'm telling you, and who holds the bag? Aunties, grandmas, sisters, all of them hold the fucking bag. So if you're a strong black man in the community and you care about your community, just grab one guy. I'm doing a case in May where they've taken 45 guys off the fucking street. 45 guys do shit. I mean, you have a situation where you are making bank. Guess what happens when these guys are looking to make bank? These gangsters, current gangsters, there's all kinds of people that are nipping at your ears. They don't just, make their money. But a lot of them.
And this is true. There's some family out there super outside. likes up. Let's get to 2,000 likes.
They're just taunting the other side. Fucking stop it. You know, I look out for honest. These guys are
For me, because it
where he would frequently drive through enemy neighbors looking for.
All right, so yeah, so K-Block would often drive through the city for his house and run from it. This guy was wild, bro. This K-Block guy. Like, I'm shocked that he's still alive. Some of the shit that he was doing.
is out. I'm gonna shake my head. All right, now finally, get me outside. And you're laughing. And it don't matter. No, it don't matter. It was Bob. At least they don't know we came for me because you're being tough. That's why I go out.
On a spin. How would you do that? So this is a block on. Let's take a look at that in a quick video.
Stupid as shit. He's driving around New York City and early in the morning looking for Bob. That's what they do. Masked out with shit. And nigga was doing this on Instagram Live, bro. Bro. Man. This dude was crazy, bro.
You have to cover your face with sunglasses on the booty hunt. You know, as you're this guy.
What's the point of putting the mask on? Like, nigga, we know it's your Instagram account. Like, what?
Your parents trying to stay the car. You know, it's fucking car. They know who you are.
You're crazy.
But if you don't look on the internet, it didn't happen, right? They know what I do. They know what I do. What the fuck? Where are you? You're in Metro. You're in Brooklyn. I don't actually. I don't know your house in Metro. But he's in jail.
Well, yeah, so what ended up happening, guys, is he got arrested for the state charges of murder. Then the defense came in and indicted him for RICO. And they tried to use the murder charge against him in the RICO, but he beat that one, which is good. I think probably on self-defense. Because, I mean, y'all looked at it, that was self-defense. And that dude that went after him had a gun. Because y'all could see him walking up on him. Like, look, we can make this a little bit larger for you guys. All right? Oh, with the girl. All right, so you guys got to let me make this a bit bigger for you guys. So, here. Right? So, K-Block, right, the designer, and dude got out fucking well. See him reach this jacket there a bit. See? So you can see K-Block coming, right? His right hand is reaching in his jacket, right? With the girl. Dude comes up, fucking, and then this dude is coming out for shit. Which this guy, I think, was a part of the Dominican gang that he's also has his hand. See, his left hand is in his jacket, his pocket. Right? Here he's right here. And then bam, see how he has his hand right here? Smack. Oh, yo, what you gotta do? Oh, yeah, doing that shit, next thing you know, he just goes back out the gate, shot gets slapped away. Alright, yeah. And this dude had a gun as well. When they got him. So yeah, he ended up dying.
You know what's pussy? You know what's really pussy? The right way. You know, you ever see Rockdale where Rockdale says, working man is a real hero. There's fucking truth to that. You never have a shitty job, you know, you gotta go to work every day. And, insurance brings is just part of being a fucking model. Taking care of your own, in the bank, making sure that, your kids have a warm bed and a place to sleep. And shit about that. That's what a real hero is. That's really cool and everything. It lacks a certain je ne sais quoi. And it's a remedy to sonic voice. Remember going wrong? We did a reaction to that. That was a cool reaction. That Michael brought to the table. I have to say, I like everything about this video. I really do like this a lot. The guys look like they could be in a fraternity. They look wholesome.
You're talking about that shit, man.
Or when not. I was so naive. Michael really educated me on it. And then I did Julio's ICD. And that's when I realized what these songs are about. They're about, killing people. And look out because you're going to get killed next. They're really warning you. They're honest. From where does it fucking hang? check this out. You're walking on the street. You got a white patch with identifiable geometric pattern. You got some designs on the left.
Yeah, bro had on like a $2,000 outfit, bro. They called him the Montclair Assassin. I remember when this shit happened.
Tell me those are the most fucking identifiable jeans. He bought those like an hour before, and
I mean, I got a $2,000 outfit to fucking, do a hit, man. Dude is drilling and designer.
pay $1,000 for those jeans. Yeah, there's no question that that's him. So the shooting was on caught camera, showing the shooter dressed in a monk
Because the Jordans he had and the jacket and the jeans were all expensive. And they were all like one of a kind damn near, or hard to find.
and the mirror jeans. That's what I was just saying. And this is honestly the way it is. I mean, so they can't. There's no defense.
Montclair jacket and mirror jeans.
This wasn't me. So we came to the shooting. Kmart turned himself in along with his lawyer to New York PD.
Oh yeah, niggas are calling them the Amiri Assassin, yeah. Yeah, I remember when that shit came out, they were calling the Amiri Assassin, bro. The Montclair murderer. Like, the jokes couldn't end, bro. They were just making jokes all over the place, man.
Everything posters when I post training.
I'm in fashion, but I bet I still love it. Yeah. I said that shit up there. I be in fashion, but I still love it. The most nigga behavior you can think of, bro. Nigga was doing a drill with like a $3,000 outfit on.
And he was arrested for murder. So let's
One of the most distinct jeans you can fucking wear, bro.
take a little listen to his lawyer and see what his lawyer's taking.
The guy in the room that is found, he's got a loaded gun that was in his pocket that's hand was on in front. We consider that to be self-defense.
So he did shoot in self-defense.
That's what the allegation is. I don't want to talk too much about the details of the case. I know they claims that the guy had shot, but hand on the window, had his hand on the illegal loaded weapon. Apparently.
That's a good fact for
Okay. So that was next question. You're arguing obviously self-defense. Does it really?
That could be a point of
because if he has any plausible that that wasn't me, it was me that knew. It was self-defense to say it was me. And he said, yeah, I found a child, and I did it because my wife was here.
self-defense, I would say to the public. Someone who walked up to you with a loaded gun, it's pretty clear to use it when it's a little bit of a wild one. You wouldn't shot, or you know, shot.
Oh, website that takes a full trigger.
Just me dictates to the person who was case law in 2023. The sex associates are not the defense in so we don't right? This is the same federal charge that took down something with 6 times trade laws and that's why I stopped you know, you can see and they came on to face a life sentence. But they have to think so you're in a black state. And that's what that would be a reason for conflict. If it's reasonable for conflict, we're giving reasonable for your average Joe. So if you're just positive scenario here, that's the argument. Also, because was found guilty. He was found guilty of it was crazy. He was found not guilty of murder. I
NYPD that did it, but they had to have been under federal agencies. So it might be NYPD under HSI. That makes sense. Because NYPD is a state agency. So I'm just showing you, man. I'm just showing you. Please go.
During the first count, a woman shouted out, and there was silence. And when you're sitting in front of the court, you gotta be quiet. You know, that's one of the first things the judge says, especially in federal court. He says, I'm not going to tolerate any other person, either for the verdict or against the verdict. I don't care who you are. If you're law enforcement, if you're this person, I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. You know, and it is like aisles, you know, like a wedding. You know, and you have the right side and the group side. Well, in this case, you've got the guest of honor side and you've got the law enforcement side. After the verdicts, K-Block was taken back to the holding cell on mid-farewells. Big strongs from supporters. Defense motions for acquittal notwithstanding the verdict are due in 2 weeks. So that's one of the things that will happen is, you know, they filed what's called a Rule 29 motion. The judge will notwithstand the verdict and probably a motion for a new trial. So trying to point out some other things that went wrong. So that was from the Inner City Press that I just read you that. Let's see what else the Inner City Press has to say.
Well, here we are, mathematically Inner City Press here, the 17th New York Courthouse. Today, Friday, March 21st, 2025. Now, 2 trials came to an end yesterday here in the SDNY. And we'll do those first. The first one was U.S. versus Kevin Perez. K-Block, drill grapple. It took 2 days of jury deliberation. And
Jury's deliberation in a federal trial is a long time. And you say what you want about the jury system. My experience has been that the juries really do take it seriously.
the question that the jury had, and they asked it twice,
Especially for serious shit like this.
was what is a reasonable person? This was in connection with the shooting. Death, Oscar Hernandez on 150.
So that is a direct relation to a self-defense. It's what would a reasonable person do under the circumstances? That's where that question comes from.
That's how it goes when it comes to self-defense. What a reasonable person given this circumstance react that way. So you're walking down the street, someone comes at you saying that they're gonna, smoke you and all this other shit. They're a member of an opposing gang, and you see them reaching in like this. A reasonable person in K-Block's situation use deadly force thinking that they might potentially be shot. Because remember, guys, what matters when it comes to self-defense, it doesn't matter if the shoot was good necessarily or not. What determines if the shoot was good, what determines if the shoot is good, guys, isn't necessarily 20/20 hindsight, right? It's more the facts known to the individual at the time that they pulled the trigger. So this guy's coming at him, saying a bunch of things, holding his pants like this, saying he's gonna smoke him, blah blah blah, saying threatening things. A reasonable person would think, okay, this guy's trying to hurt me. He's following me as I'm walking away. You can see K-Block is walking away, and the guy's coming after him. So he shoots him and kills him. I know some people might say, oh, well, still murder, blah blah. The reality is, I think any reasonable person put in that situation would use deadly force as well, given the circumstances. And that's what matters, guys. When it comes to use of force situations, it's never on 20/20 hindsight. This is what a lot of civilians don't understand. They think, oh, well, he didn't even have a gun. That's irrelevant. The person reasonably believed that they had a gun and they were going to use it against them. This happened before where I think some police officers controversy because they shot a guy in the playground because he had a gun, but it was a toy gun. It wasn't real. But when the cops were there, it was nighttime. They couldn't see. They saw what appeared to be a gun, even though it wasn't a gun or a toy gun, and they shot and killed him. Now people say, oh, well, how could you do that? It wasn't a real gun. Why did you kill him? Well, the police officers didn't know that at the time, so when they used the force, they thought it was real. And a reasonable person believed that it was real based on the facts and circumstances of what went down. Right? They got like a 911 call saying someone was at a gun in a park. They show up. The individual has what appears to be a gun. They don't realize it's a toy or a cap gun or a BB gun or whatever. They shoot and kill him. It's a good shoot, even though it wasn't a real gun, and they actually weren't in danger of their life like they thought. But it's whatever a reasonable person would believe. Okay, that's how use of force is judged in the United States, chat. Very important for you guys to know that. So anytime you see the police get into a use of force situation and they get cleared and everyone is all pissed off and mad, it's not because
Yeah, I got done with
it's because they don't operate.
FedEx earlier, just been cleaning my apartment.
That saw everything like, how could you shoot him? The gun wasn't real. All right, nigga, but he didn't know that when he pulled the trigger.
K-Block to feel that he was under threat. And apparently, because
Bro, come on, man. I didn't watch this episode, by the way. I didn't watch this. I just know how use of force works in America, and it pisses me off every time I say, yeah, it's a clean shoot. People get mad. FBAs get mad at me and say, oh, you always side with the cops, you always side with the cops. No, it's because a lot of the times, the information that the cops have when they arrive on scene leads to them believing that the weapon's in danger. Right? Like, I made a whole argument on behalf of Nick Fuentes. People said, oh, you shouldn't have maced that woman and pushed her. Well, here's the thing. He
Yes, sir.
Well, keep in mind, after he said, you're, your body, our choice. Remember that went viral on Twitter? Like, I don't know if you guys saw it. He's making a lot of death threats. People start showing up at his house. 20 plus people are showing up at his house on that day alone. Okay? Also, I don't know if you know this, but he got a call from the cops saying that somebody's going to put some money in these lawsuits. Okay? So, now that you know all these important facts, right? It's not like he's just saying basically, as you know, this is after the fact, this would actually show that this is trying to actually kill. So I think all that.
The little shell, you know that little metal shell thing in there?
Pick up for Hillary.
Yeah, it should be in the cupboards right over there. If it's not there, it'll come out shortly.
Okay.
Hi.
No, it's because I'm doing a musical for Easter. No, I don't like my long hair. I'm just waiting for this order. It said it was supposed to be ready 10 minutes ago.
Okay, yeah, they're bringing them out right now, so it'll
Great.
just be a couple of seconds. Have a good night.
Good, I kept cleaning my apartment and all this wasn't ready. It was ready 13 minutes ago. It literally says due by 5:59. Like, what the fuck? Fucking lazy ass kids. I'm gonna be harsh next time. Like, can you go check it? And no. Check the fucking order, please. I usually get there at like 8:30. Usually get there about 8:30. I don't get on the road until about 10. So we don't get paid per hour. We get paid just by showing up, you know, just by being there.
We are audio and video recording this ride for your safety.
Yeah, I don't see a need to be there earlier. But at least I'm able to work in my apartment today. Because Mondays and Tuesdays are slow anyways, so, for DoorDash. Oh, I better make this light. Oh, God. Literally just slows down when the light's still green. So stupid. Yeah, after taxes I get paid $165 per day. And the rest is made by DoorDash. So last week made just under $1,800. So not terrible, just. And I'm not using my own car, but technically, with expenses we are, because we're paying taxes. But once I get Uber and Lyft back, I'll be doing Uber in the morning. Yeah, per week. I'm still losing out on like $600 to $1,000 per week because I'm not doing Uber. But I mean, the bigger picture is that I really have taken for granted how much money I was making per week doing Uber. So this week I'm filing, well, when I have enough money, I'll be filing my lawsuit claim. Because it's, I think it's like $150 at most. It might be less than that. Let me look it up. About $100. Yeah, so once I get paid this week, I'll do it on Friday. When I get paid on Friday, I'll file my claim. Because this is ridiculous. And it says documents via mail can take 7 business days. Electronically can take 2 business days. So we're probably looking at 2 weeks from Friday. Yeah, I really hate my hair this long. Yeah, Mike, and you already told me that. I'm not dealing with anyone else besides legal action because I'm at a loss of $20,000. I'm at a loss of $20,000 already from both companies. Technically 30, but you can only do a max of 10. But I'm trying to see if I can do additional wages because of like my Tesla not functioning and things like that. So I got to look into it more. Yeah, it's been 2 months from Uber and it's been 1 month from Lyft, so it's 30,000. But I can only do a max of 10 each company. But I don't know if that includes like risk of repossession, things like that. Why would I be worried if I'm going to win or not? The whole intention is to get my account back. A BMW? Because BMWs are so common in Europe. BMWs are like Honda and Toyotas here.
Hard brake detected.
Take a good look at this arsehole. His name is Sachin Kansal. He's the Chief Product Officer. Here is my message to you, Sachin. And this is definitely driver enemy, let's say number 2 or number 3. Why? Because he's promoting no driver, no tip. He's promoting that passengers should take autonomous vehicles. Why? So that they do not have to tip drivers.
And I want to remind you, arsehole, who pays your salary? Who pays your entire team? It's us, the drivers, that bring in the money, that pay him. And to have someone within the company putting that message out there, right, is the highest level of disrespect towards the people that are actually paying your team and your salary. That's a fact. And going out there saying, oh, you know what, you should be driving autonomous vehicles, dear passenger. Why? Because if there isn't a driver, you do not have to tip. I mean, seriously?
We are
Was
audio
this
and video
thought
recording this
through?
ride for your
I hope
safety.
this goes viral. I hope drivers take a good look at his face.
How do you become a mod? By not asking?
And then I'm not making this shit up. There we go. No tip necessary. Where is no tip necessary? Well, we know that with autonomous vehicles, you can't tip. But to go beyond and say, hey, I'm promoting this. You do not have to tip a driver. Uber exec promises tipping will be completely axed for certain customers and ends price switches after the ride's ordered. No driver, no tip. But in our world, we say no tip, no ride, right? No ride, no tip. He should be doing the opposite. He should be encouraging passengers to tip their drivers. Why? We paying your salary, arsehole. I need to remind this man, right? We are paying his salary. And then going out there saying no driver, no tip. It doesn't sit well with me. It's the wrong message. And it just shows absolute disrespect towards all of those millions of people that are actually paying their salaries. So let's get this viral. Please share on Facebook everywhere. That's the new policy. That's the new policy Uber is rolling out in cities across the country. No driver, no tip. I don't know if you're sucking up to Waymo, because Sachin, I need to remind you, you're only in bed with Waymo in one city. They don't need you. Robotaxi Tesla does not need you. So to go out there and to say this, I think you're shooting yourself in the foot for future chances in different cities. And riders and passengers, please stand with us drivers. This is unacceptable. I mean, are you really for these robotic cars replacing humans? This could be an extended family who's losing a job. This policy that he's pushing here is basically saying, hey, you know what? It's okay. We can go ahead and lose those jobs. They don't need the money. And passengers, you can save yourself a couple of extra cents or dollars by not hiring these individuals who actually drive. They're called humans, right? So over the past 2 years, the transportation and ride sharing company has expanded its driverless options, and now it's getting rid of tipping. It's getting rid of tipping for good when you ride in an autonomous vehicle, which the US Sun got to exclusively try out this month. There it is. Right, they're trying it out. And shame on the newspaper. Well, good for you.
Top 3 exercises for a man with a cortisol belly. This is day 12 of doing nothing but body weight.
Adolescence on Netflix is currently the biggest show in the world. The drama about a 13-year-old misogynist who kills a teenage girl has been seen by 25 million people so far and was raised by the British Prime Minister in Parliament. Since with our children, I've got a 16-year-old boy and a 14-year-old girl. It's a very, very good documentary to watch or drama. This violence carried out by young men, influenced by what they see online, is a real problem. It's abhorrent, and we have to tackle it. It's actually a fictional story, Prime Minister, not a documentary. It was a Prime Minister referenced. It tells the story of young boys who are radicalised by content online. There are references to the Manosphere, the Matrix, incels, and red pills. Andrew Tate gets a name check. And that part of the show is sparked an outpouring of commentary about the abject horrors of the internet and the crisis of male role models.
I'm going to kill you, saucy.
I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. That's, reading what they're doing. It's a call to action by the Manosphere. 80% of women are attracted to 20% of men. You must trick them because you'll never get them in a normal way.
Summed up the general tone of the reporting with a headline that said, from the police to the Prime Minister, how adolescence is making Britain face up to toxic masculinity. But is it really? Can it not just be a successful drama that references popular culture, as so many do? Critics of the show say it's another version of the same man-bashing narrative that gave rise to the so-called Manosphere in the first place. Well, here to debate all this is the host of The Crucible, Andrew Wilson, radio host James Barr, the host of Tommy Laren is Fearless on Outkick, Tommy Laren, and the host of The Determined Society, Sean French. Welcome to all of you. Andrew Wilson, let me start with you, because I've got 3 sons, 31, 27, 24. I think I've brought them up to respect women, to not behave in a misogynist way, and to behave in a pretty decent way generally. But I'm also aware that they've grown up in an era when the likes of Andrew Tate and others have become increasingly dominant in the way that a lot of impressionable young men start to think and view women. And for all that Andrew Tate can say that is positive about getting fit and being successful and confident and so on, there's indisputably a hardcore streak of misogyny that runs through his veins, which I think has been quite damaging to young men. So I'm not all in either way here, but I can certainly see the arguments. Where do you sit?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that so I watched the show, and it just goes through a typical feminine view, right? So all of these things are always through the prism of the feminine. So young boys, they don't do well at school. They don't do well in school because it's all programmed for the feminine. Stay still, fold your hands, right? Be quiet. Boys are rambunctious. They like to beat each other up. They like to be mischievous. They like to break things. They like to do that kind of stuff. There's no outlet for them to do that stuff. Their teachers are all women, right? There's basically all masculinity is now considered toxic. Basically all of it. The same women who are getting their double shot of espresso on the way over to the school they're about to teach at. They're 24 years old. Sometimes they're banging their own students, right? Hilariously enough. And then these people go out to Parliament. The same women will go to Parliament. They vote to send men off to war to stab each other in the face with bayonets. And you're concerned about toxic masculinity. It cracks me up. It's like the brutal savagery of men is a necessary precondition for society to exist, and we just kind of pretend like it's not. And this show should actually be an indictment on the feminine rather than the masculine, because basically masculinity is just punished everywhere, all the time, nonstop. It's no wonder guys like Andrew Tate get so famous in these spaces. I mean, what's the alternative? The alternative is everything must be feminine, tone policing, nonsense like this. It's ridiculous.
Right, Jake, you were laughing. I don't think you're enjoying it.
No, I mean, I don't think you've seen the show. Episode 2 is shot entirely in a school. I didn't see one of the female teachers drinking a double shot of espresso at all. None of the teachers were flirting with students. There were male teachers as well. I don't think you're describing the show here. I think you're describing your own insecurities or agenda.
Yeah, so this doesn't contend with the argument. Like, do you understand that I'm making an argument, an indictment of society itself, based around my ideas that I'm seeing from this show? That's what I'm actually doing.
The fact that male savagery is necessary for the security of a nation, and that women will indeed vote in the future in parliaments to send men off to war to stab each other in the face at 18 years old with bayonets. Perhaps you could contend with that. And before we start, getting into, well, tone policing is actually good and toxic masculinity is actually bad. It's like, I think there needs to be a little bit more toxic masculinity, or what you consider to be toxic masculinity.
Well, great. Good for you. I'm glad you think so.
Nothing.
I just don't need to argue with that.
You just unlocked. You got nothing.
You're making up.
You do seem unusually lucid by that.
I'm not saying anything. I haven't literally said nothing.
You were literally rendered silent.
I'll tell you what, you can't argue with a completely illogical argument that has, like, I've not made any of the
It's a logical argument. You may not agree with it.
I've not made any of the comments
logical argument
that you were firing at me. None of those comments are things I've said or believe in.
All right, I want to bring Tommy in, because Tommy, you've got a very interesting perspective, I think. You've talked about something different. You call it the pussification of men, which is a great phrase. I'd love you to just explain what you mean by that. But also, you're not a fan of Andrew Tate or the influence he has. So that's makes you, I think, an interesting commentator in this area. So just explain, first of all, the pussification of men.
All right, Pierce. Well, I think, and I can't see you all, so forgive me if I'm incorrect here, but I think I'm the only female on this panel,
Correct.
So I'm really anxious to weigh in. Okay, so I think over the last probably 10 years, there has been what I call the pussification of men. It was everything should be about your emotions and your feelings, and men were emasculated, and this whole concept of toxic masculinity warped the minds of a lot of young men. And they felt masculine, they wanted to be masculine, but society was telling them they should be softer, that it was being toxically masculine if you wanted to play sports and chop wood and go to war. And so men were so emasculated and so beat down that then there was this revolution of what was actually toxic masculinity, the Tate brothers and others, which I feel as a female that doesn't represent true masculinity. That to me represents douchebaggery. And as a woman, I want a strong man who's a protector and a provider, that will go to war if need be, that will protect me, protect my family, make money. I see that as being actually masculine. That's like the man that I grew up with, my dad. But what we're seeing now is these young men who look at Andrew Tate and the Tate brothers, and they see somebody who's just quite frankly a douchebag and disrespects women, and because they've been so emasculated, they're like, oh great, that's a manly man. But that's not right either. So at some point, I think we'll go back to maybe meeting in the middle here. You can be a man who has feelings and emotions, but you can also go to war and protect and defend your family. I'm hoping we can get back there. But the two extremes right now, they're confusing men, and quite frankly, they're leaving women with few choices. And that's the real tragedy here.
You see, I completely agree with you, but Andrew, you were shaking your head quite vigorously. Why?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just more feminine or feminist nonsense, ultimately. And the covert feminism in society is big, especially on the conservative side. So here's what happens, right? Women need to have feminine virtues for men to be pursuing masculine virtues, for you to say things like, well, men, what I want is for men to protect me and I want men to make money. Well, that's great. What that ends up doing is it gives you a set of privilege in society. What do men get? What do men get for doing that for you? What are we getting from women for doing that? Are we getting chaste virgins on our wedding night? No, we're not getting chaste virgins on our wedding night. Are we getting women of great virtue? No, we're not getting women of great virtue. The idea of courtly love is supposed to be done for women of great virtue. Where are they? Well, they're nowhere. And so in modernity, in society, when female conservative influencers say this, it's actually a form of covert feminism. They're saying, I want privilege in society, right? But what is it women are giving to men to get it? What? What are they giving them? Tell me.
Well,
Can I please chime in here?
Yes, you can. And then James can, and then I'll come to you, Sean.
No, I would love to. I love this whole thing of like, if you're a female conservative and you...
Be right back. Just gotta charge my phone off so I bring you guys in. McDonald's, $6, 1.5 miles. 1.2 miles, sorry. 1.2 miles.
A lot of these...
This will put us at $30.
On the right, they like to think of themselves as these big masculine men, and what am I getting out of it? I can tell you this.
There's that feminism.
All right, I believe I'm a woman of virtue, right? Yeah, there's the feminism. Oh, and then you're interrupting me too.
Didn't take long,
I let
did
you
it?
talk.
Didn't
It's
take
my
long,
turn.
did it?
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to speak over me?
Yeah, I don't care if you call me. I don't really care if you call me a
strong,
feminist.
independent woman.
Yeah. Yeah. You're actually interrupting me. I didn't interrupt you when you were spewing your bullshit. So now it's my turn. Okay.
You mean the truth?
Like I said before. So I believe there we go again. Pierce, I'm a woman of virtue. I happen to be independently successful. I have a husband who's not only a former professional athlete, but is currently a professional baseball coach. So is he not a masculine man? I mean, I'm confused here. What's your concept of a masculine man? Mine is a man who respects me.
Yeah, that misses the point, though. Like, you're still not contending with the argument that I'm
what's
making.
your point?
You're saying inside of society, right this second, right, masculinity is not only punished, but also women on the right, covert feminists on the right, are constantly and consistently talking about how they need to have a society.
Let's go to my apartment.
It's their version of masculinity is men who take care of us, men who protect us, men who do all of this. Those are all duties that men have towards women. Great. What are the duties that women have towards men? What are the duties that women have towards anything? What do men get out of this arrangement? What are we getting out of this arrangement? Can you tell me?
I mean, I was going to answer a second ago.
Most men are born that way.
I'll bring you guys inside because I'm probably just
Most men are born to be protectors and providers.
Just gonna park my car.
I can't imagine my dad saying, you know what, to my mom, you know what, I'm not going to be a protector and a provider unless you do this. That's not how real men operate. Real men are protectors and providers, and they marry women who hopefully have some virtue, but also bring a lot to the table as well, that are great mothers, great wives, caretakers of the home. There's nothing wrong with being a traditional wife and mother. You're misunderstanding me if you think that I think that women should just be out doing whatever they want. I think that there are gender roles that should be respected. But I don't think a man needs to get something out of it to be a manly man, a protector, and a provider. If you think you need to get something out of it, I quite frankly don't consider you a real man.
Yeah, she have nothing. She have nothing.
But we'll discuss in a moment whether Andrew Wilson is a real man.
Pierce, I offer nothing. I offer nothing.
You offer me a lot of things, Tommy. That's why I always love having you on the show. You know that. Let's go to a real man, James Barr.
Charging cable disconnected. Recording will stop after 2 minutes.
All right, let's get it. Can't hold you guys at the same time as my other phone.
a man, and I know that you'll be looking at me thinking, well, you're not, you're wearing makeup, you're wearing colourful clothes, like, look at me, I'm really camp, my nails are painted.
But they are worrying.
You know, you're sat there smoking a cigarette. I'd love to get a vape out and start drinking a beer. You know, pints with the lads, just connect with you over that. I think that you have some insane opinions on what women are meant to do for you. It's crazy that you don't appreciate what women actually gave birth to. Like, she gave you a womb for 9 months and then looked after you, I would hope, for the beginning of your life. And you're sat there going, what do women owe men? Women don't owe men anything. No one owes you anything. You have your own life.
You understand argument, and you say that in a position, if the women are supposed to be in a position of privilege where men do A, B, C, and D for them, and then I ask, well, what duties do women have, and you say, well, nothing.
No one said that.
Then you wonder,
I
don't know what men are checking out.
You just
That's silly, man.
All right, let me bring in the one person who so far hasn't said a word about this. There's a lot of interesting things to say. Sean, welcome to Uncensored. I mean, I think one of the key things that this series has made it so popular is that anyone who's had young sons knows that they are we all know this. And a lot of it is this kind of incel stuff, which I think can be a really malevolent influence on impressionable young men. And they gravitate to it. And I think that partly what Andrew's getting at, I agree with, in the sense that following the Me Too Time's Up campaigns, we were, in many ways, extremely laudable, brought down a lot of very bad men, no question of that. But they also, the pendulum swung so wildly that I think a lot of young men in particular felt completely disenfranchised from society, felt like they're all being treated like a bunch of young Harvey Weinsteins, unless they could prove otherwise. They didn't really know what the rules of engagement were with women, with teenage girls anymore, whatever. They lost their way. And by losing their way, they gravitated, I think, to very loud voices on the internet, like Andrew Tate, who I think, like I say, he says a lot of stuff I find myself nodding to, and then he'll say this misogynist stuff, which I just despise it. I see no reason why you should ever want to have a relationship
Chicken
with
laundry
a woman.
first. We got a fresh fin 625.
Where it's just pure misogyny. Just talk to me first of all about why you think young boys, teenage boys, young men, why they gravitate to people like Tate. Because they have.
Yeah, so I think it's, first of all, we got.
Hold on, guys. I got to use the bathroom. I know I read that. Fresh fin. Some poke bowl. Can't believe I lost my cuticle oil. I don't even know what to do with it. I don't even know what to do. Oh, I had it. I am confused. So weird.